Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where legends are made and titles are won. Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash. One team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Golden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Receiver Golden for the edge on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, the number one thing you want to do with a jet sweep is make that thing bounce, right? Don't let it get outside right now. Make that thing go east-west, not north-south. Great job by the defense being ready for that jet sweep.
Back to pass, it's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
And they got him for the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Pocket starts to collapse. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Going up top on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is,
and here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They'll go to the ground.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game. being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
To the air, it's Ewers. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he intercepts it. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, we're scoreless.
A 3rd down play to open up this quarter. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense.
And the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the 1st down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the 1st down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. When you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
On the ground, it's Baxter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he can even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Makes the catch past the sticks. Touchdown, Texas! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, Alabama, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Bernard. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last fumble proved to be be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Milroe. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45.
1st and 10.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He leaves it with the back. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Baxter. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving this quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really...
And he makes the catch inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Trying play action. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's folded. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal in some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Fielded in the end zone, it's long. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? He drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback, sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. Using the quick game. Finding more yards with the spin move. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. They want to just keep throwing it. Slips a tackle. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the ball is intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking to throw on second down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today. The one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. On the return, it's Bernard. And the returner will be knocked down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They get to him as he throws. Man, did he have a read on that one and almost had the pick. It'll be third down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Oh, big juke to get past. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for it.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball and they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss, there's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker to...
Oh, look out! The 30. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Sending the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running it to the right. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Discards a man. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter.
Texas 16, Alabama 14.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running toward the tape. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
In the end zone.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas 23, Alabama 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Still on his feet. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back in this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it, and he'll avoid the tackle on the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Quick strike complete. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Milroe. This one's complete. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
The sure hands, it's Haynes. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up 4th down. Do you bring pressure? What are we doing defensively here to make sure that we can get off the field and win this game?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Bolden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Texas offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Smashes through. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football.
And he got away from from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Fires downfield. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Touchdown time! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. So this likely just to get the final score a little bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll go for 2 here. Snap in the shotgun. Oh, picked off.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the
almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got